Creatio's email integration is all done server-side, which makes it easier for them to support a variety of email clients such as Gmail, Office 365, Exchange, and others. You can easily set up a new email account by just entering your email address and password. And once your email account is set up, there are a variety of settings where you can control how the integration will work. You can choose whether or not to download your emails from your email client into Creatio. And if you are choosing to download your emails into Creatio, you can select whether to include all emails or only emails from selected folders. And this will bring up a list of all of your folders so that you can select which ones you want to sync. Most frequently, people use the folder option. They'll set up a folder for sync to Creatio within their Outlook or Gmail, and then drop the emails that they want to sync into Creatio into that folder so that it's easy for them to control which emails flow into Creatio and which ones don't. You can also set it up so that you can send emails from Creatio, set up your email signature, and also set up whether or not other emails can use this mailbox. So for things like a support at or help desk at mailbox where you have multiple users managing that email address, you can set it up so that those users can read and or send emails from that email address directly here from within Creatio. This is also how the calendar and contact sync is set up, is through the same email settings functionality. So you can turn on calendar synchronization, and this can be one-way or two-way sync. So you can choose to import meetings and tasks from your email program into Creatio or export activities from Creatio to your tasks and meetings in your calendar. And both of those are going to have options so that you can either sync all or sync selected items, either using multiple calendars on your email side or using folders on the Creatio side. And similarly, you can choose whether or not to sync your contacts. Again, you can choose to push contacts from your email client to Creatio or from Creatio to your email client, and choose which contacts to sync. For emails that flow into Creatio from your email, you're going to see them pop up in your communication panel, and you will see that emails will automatically link to matching contacts based off of email address. So this email from Sam automatically linked to the Sam Biardo contact for me. If I want to link this email to an opportunity or an account, I can choose to pick an additional data item that I want to link this email to, and I can bind or link that email to that record as well. I can view the full email from directly within Creatio, including any images, any attachments. All of that information is going to be immediately available to me here. And as long as I have outbound email set up, I can reply or forward the email from here as well.
So this is XBAR, which is Infor CRM's email integration. It works for both Outlook and Gmail, and it plugs directly into your Outlook Windows client. Um, there is a plugin also for Chrome for Gmail. Right side, there's a little view, and it's showing here's Trevor. He's someone in our system. And you can see here's his notes, his history, his dashboard. And his dashboard is based on the company he works for. And we have Lee Hogan. Lee Hogan happens to be working for Abbott Limited, which has $4 million in potential right now and one open opportunity with no open tickets. So that dashboard is on the side here. It's configurable. I can take a note on Lee. You can see I already have one out here. And by clicking on this, I can view that note. And by the way, I can enable this for pretty much any object in our system. So if you wanted to see from here the actual opportunities that Lee was on, we could add that to this. The other thing that you can do is you can add people in. So when you look at my name over here and from this email, you'll notice I don't get these little things on the bottom, which means I'm not in the system. So all I have to do is go over here and click on that little box I just did, and it'll ask me, is he a contact or a lead? He's a contact, and it wants to know what company I am working on. So I know the company starts with ST, but I can't really remember. So I can go to this lookup, and you can see I can say look up accounts that start with ST. Oh, there it is. It's Starfish Test 1. and I can sit there and say okay, and now it's going to ask me, do I want to bring address information over? I can say yes. If there was address information, it would show up down here. And at this point here, I can save, or I can put in my phone number or whatever I need to do, but you can add in brand new contacts and leads right from the email, pretty straightforward. You also have the ability to search for accounts. There's a function called What's New, which just shows you all the new accounts and contacts. And there's a settings functionality. And in the settings functionality, not only is the setup of the panel, but you can define what address books you're bringing in inside of the email to send out. Where if I wanted to include logging, so I can actually log everything that's going on. And this is about how it's all connected and all the configuration parameters. Um, the other things you can do is send emails. And one of the things that Infor has done is opened up its address book. So you can see here that I can now look at all the different groups. So, for example, I want to grab, let's say, the Infor address book, and now I can actually find anyone who's inside of Infor CRM. So we had Trevor in there before, so we're going to search for Trevor, and he will eventually pop up into the address book inside of the email send functionality. So I don't have to necessarily sync my contacts to Outlook, because my contacts to Outlook are already here. Everyone in Infor CRM is potentially available to me, or I can have just a group that are my contacts that's available to me.